Okay, I'm going to call this Select Board meeting for January 5th to order. Please all rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, additions to the agenda, we don't have anything, huh?
No, we have a removal from the agenda.
What about the computer?
Oh,
We do
yeah,
need
we
to
do.
add, we need to add something under new business.
Okay.
Just to talk about our secretary's computer.
So we're removing the cruiser bids because I put that on by mistake. It's not, the due date is not actually until February 2nd.
And we also need to delete, Mike Brooks isn't going to be here because he's not feeling well.
Right.
Okay.
Cruiser bids.
And cruiser bids. Already said that. So all those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Public participation, does anybody have anything about what's on the agenda? No? Okay. My remarks, I hope everybody had a...
Oh, public participation. Oh, nope, we did that right. Sorry.
Yeah.
Only on what's on the agenda, because
Mm-hmm.
I want to announce the community news, the new community newsletter, e-newsletter.
Could we do that as an addition to the agenda?
Why don't we can we do that as an addition to the agenda? Would you mind that?
No, I wouldn't.
Okay.
You know, it's
Okay,
going to be
and
real
have
short. And I would just like to report on the community visit program.
Okay.
Thank you both.
Community visit and newspaper. I'm sorry, Brianna, what did you say?
Community news.
Community news.
It's a new e-newsletter.
Online newsletter.
Okay. Okay, I hope everyone had a wonderful holiday season, and as this is the first meeting of the new year, the Select Board would like to wish everybody the best of everything in the new year. Unfortunately, we have a very sad announcement tonight. Town of Vernon has lost two very important people to this town who have spent a lot of years volunteering for the town and doing a lot of good work. This week we lost Cookie Allen, who was the bus driver for the town bus and has spent many years in this town volunteering, and also Barry Burrington, who was a lister in...
Quite a while ago.
Yeah, I don't remember the year,
He was a lister
but...
before I was, I was assistant then, 82, so he was before that.
So, anyway, these both folks have spent many years working hard for the betterment of the town, and on behalf of the Select Board in the town of Vernon, we would like to offer our sympathies to their families, and they will be truly missed. We are going to be having a phone call from our attorney on the Daniel Simmons settlement, and that is going to be an executive session. He is going to be calling in because he's not in his office. So we will just continue. He's going to call in at 1:15. We will continue on with the agenda, but when the phone rings, we are going to have to stop everything and go into executive session. So let's go to approval of minutes. December 15th.
Madam Chair,
Mm-hmm.
I move that we approve the December 15th minutes as printed.
It's been moved and seconded to approve the December 15th minutes as printed. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. And the December 23rd special budget meeting?
I move to accept that as the...
Second?
It's been moved and seconded to approve the minutes from December 23rd special meeting. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
I'll abstain.
Good girl.
Let's take care of the... Todd, how long do you think you're going to be?
Short.
Okay. Should we take the fire department?
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
We've got
Um,
10 minutes.
You want to come up? I just want to explain to you, we are waiting for our attorney to call on an issue we have to discuss tonight. So when he calls, we're going to have to go into executive session, but hopefully we can get you guys processed
Can I
through.
say something before we start? I want to thank Jesse, and Todd as well. He stepped right up and cleaned that Tahoe right down, stripped it right down for us, and I really appreciate all your work, both of you, especially you for doing all that work.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, go ahead, I'm sorry.
Jesse put together the write-up for the bid on the old rescue truck.
Mm-hmm.
I think the biggest thing that we had was not to be used for an in-service piece of apparatus due to all the issues that it had.
What would they use it for, like a,
Look down the road, I mean, somebody
Oh, I
could
was
always
gonna
take
say
the body
something,
off
but
or
I
something,
thought
put a
maybe I better
flatbed on
not.
it and use it as a brush truck or something, but.
Because you
I mean,
can't
it's
use
just
any of the
with
electricals or anything, right?
Well, most of the electrical issues were in the body
Oh, all right.
and, related to the ambulance side of it, not so much the chassis side.
Okay.
The only thing I see with this is you need to have on it that you can accept or reject any or all bids.
Okay.
This is,
Yeah.
it's
And I move that we put that on there when we,
I'll second.
yeah.
This is great.
We gonna advertise that on VLCT as well? Do you want us to do that, or
That's
you
where
do
we're-
that, or
I think that's where it's gonna go.
you want our secretary to do that, or
Please.
do you put it on?
Can you send it over, do you have an electronic copy?
I can send it to you.
Can you just
tomorrow.
send it over to me and then I can just send it right up to me, I'll put it right on.
Don't forget to put the,
And what do you want on there? I'm sorry, because I couldn't hear
You
you.
accept or reject any bids, the disclaimer that goes on every one.
Do you want a date, a drop-dead date, so to speak?
What do they usually go on for? I mean, a month, 3 weeks, a month?
Trying to give them 30 days.
Yeah, 30 days
30
usually.
days?
Say.
Okay.
we've tried to rush things before.
They
Look
didn't
where
want-
it's-
Yeah, really, we're still at it.
Next, 20 days.
Really.
So do you want to say February 2nd then for the next meeting?
Well, why don't you put 30 days from when you get it on, because you've got to,
And we meet on Wednesdays as well, so it'd be easier for us to,
Yes, after they meet.
As the
Right.
following? I mean,
Put
right,
it
so
on
we
a
make
date
sure
that
that we
you
have
need.
everything prior to coming in.
okay.
So then that would be, the next meeting after that would be February 19th.
Okay. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Well, I just have a question on that. February 19th is our meeting, right? But they
Yes.
need to receive them first, right?
So they would want to meet.
So they'd wanna have it
The
for that
Wednesday before.
2015 calendar, because I can't see it. but-
Yeah.
So you said you meet on a Wednesday, so do you,
What would that be, the 11th?
every Wednesday? Or just one?
Every.
So
No.
either the 4th or the 11th?
If it was the 11th, then we could do it on the
I'll do it by the
19th.
4th,
our
and then we
meeting.
can.
Oh, you want it by the 4th?
Can you get everything
That's
to
good.
Katrina in time so that it's on for 30 days?
Yeah, I have to be down there in the morning.
Okay.
Okay, so the
Like that
4th
answered for him.
by 3 PM?
No worries.
You just have somebody who pick them up here at the, because they'll be at the town office. Unless you want them sent right to the fire, you want them
Yeah, he
sent?
does
want
Oh, you
them
want them
sent-
sent right to the fire department?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it says that on the bid.
Okay, sorry. So- Got
Yeah,
it.
well, you still have to have a time, whether they're sending it or not, because sometimes somebody will try to deliver it.
Okay.
And if they try to deliver it, and they deliver it at 5, well, whoa, wait a minute, you're too late. What do you mean I'm too late? You didn't say 3 was the cutoff, so.
Okay. Motion to accept.
Absolutely.
So moved, yes.
It's been
Second?
moved and second to accept this proposal for bid. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
That was short and sweet.
It was.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. We still have time for bills and warrants, too.
Yeah.
Madam Chair,
I'm still looking for my paper.
I'm looking for my paper,
Go
too.
ahead.
I move that we approve and the following bills and warrants. Number 13, SG accounts payable for $101,131.12. Number 50S payroll for $9,192.87. 51S payroll for $8,264.98. And 52S payroll for $7,190.99.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to pay warrants 13SG, approve and pay warrants 13SG accounts payable for $101,131.12. 50S payroll for $9,192.87. 51S payroll for $8,264.98. And 52S payroll for $7,190.99. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Okay, we can go into old business and talk about the Tahoe bid. HCRS has withdrawn their proposal because the Sheriff's Department has donated a vehicle to them. So that has been withdrawn.
So there were two bids for the Tahoe, HCRS and Dan Dames. Dan Dames had bid $12,016.16. So he would have, and those were the only two bids received. I don't know if the board wants, he is still interested in it, and I talked to him today. He still would offer the same, is still sticking to that bid if the board so desires to award it to him.
I move that we accept Dan Dane's.
What was our minimum on that?
It was 15.
11. No, it was
Was 11?
It was 12,000.
12,000, okay.
He
I'll
bid
second.
just over it.
I'll second.
Oh, yeah.
It's been moved and seconded to accept Dan Dames.
Dan Dames.
Dames, Thunder Dames.
Under Dan.
Thunder Dan.
Bid for $12,016.16 on the Tahoe. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
And you'll contact him and tell him that his
I
bid
will.
was accepted?
And it's been stripped thanks to Jesse.
Yeah, that was the other thing he was a little concerned about, just was that, this is what he does. He buys police vehicles and resells them and stuff, and he had just wanted to make sure that whoever was going to strip it did so properly, because he wanted to make sure everything was not just like wires snipped. He said he's seen some bad ones. So I said I would put him in touch with the person who was going to do it. I didn't realize they had already done it, but I'll let him know they've already done it.
They've already done it. They wouldn't do that. On the equipment, I did talk to Mark Anderson and, excuse me, Lieutenant Anderson. And he said that he would not sell, and I don't have my paperwork, it's in the car, but, and I don't remember, was it Dan Dames that bid on everything?
It was Shane Burrick.
He said do not sell anything, like the badges that he wanted
Right.
and stuff like that. You don't want to sell
Somebody's not a
anything that
police
has,
officer.
like a police type of,
Because he wanted all sorts of things, like jackets and...
Everything.
Yeah.
He wanted rain gear, and that had police on the back of it, so
Right.
that was where the board was concerned. And then there was a portable or something.
Yeah,
and there
well, we don't
was
have any
flashlights
radios.
and things like that.
Yeah.
But the board basically had decided, I think, to look
Yeah.
at that stuff again and kind of shift it into other places, other than the stuff that said police.
Well, the radios are all going to the fire department anyway.
Yeah, I didn't understand how there was one on there, because I thought we had already
Yeah.
taken them off.
I mean, it doesn't make any sense to go out and buy radios when we have radios. So. Okay.
So we can, if the board just makes a motion to reject, those bids that bid is still pending. We make a motion to either reject or accept the bids, I can deal with it from there.
I move that we reject all equipment bids.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to reject all the equipment bids. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Okay, computer.
The hard drive on here is, it kind of failed over the holiday. It's crashing. It's not operating at its full potential. I got in touch with Bill Vermeth to have him take a look at it. He came back and said it's 2 years past its warranty. We've had it since I've been here, pretty much. And that he suggested he could either replace the hard drive for $200, but he couldn't guarantee that he was going to be able to transfer stuff over. Some of it might come over kind of corrupt. Or his real suggestion was to purchase another laptop, but that cost was like $879, including Microsoft Office, which I thought we had licenses for. I'm waiting back for a response from him on that, because that was almost 220 of it right there, which seems like you're just buying a whole program. So
I'll donate. I got a 2010.
So Chris, I was talking to Chris about it, and Chris has a brand new laptop, and that she's not using, and she said that she would be willing
Can't stand
to.
it.
She said she'd be willing to sell it to the town for $300. A new hard drive alone would be $200. He did mention that in addition to the hard drive, there are ports that are not functioning on the computer as well. So it's up to the board what they would rather do. I don't have any problem in putting another hard drive in it. I don't really care about, all the extra ports, as long as I have a functioning one for the thumb drive.
But the problem with that seems to be that if all the information won't necessarily transfer over uncorrupted, then that's something that I think is not acceptable.
Yeah, and rather than have this, I'd like to transfer stuff now, rather than have
Wait
this
for it to
fail
crash and then-
and have a bad backup.
I would suggest to take everything off of that and put it onto an external hard drive.
Yeah.
Yes.
We do have an
Yeah, and we do have one,
We have
don't we?
one. We do.
I mean, that's where I would put everything
Yeah.
on that, and I would do it immediately. And as far as mine is, it is brand new, because I started using it about a month ago because I didn't have a computer. Mine started crashing too, which was a very old machine, which I love. But today I wiped it right down to nothing because I bought another one because I can't stand it.
You didn't like the...
I don't like HP. I
Didn't like HP.
I would also...
And I don't like Windows 8.
I would also suggest that you use the external hard drive as a matter of course.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I use mine. Mine is
Me
always,
too.
always plugged in.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because that way, anything unexpected happens and you're okay.
Yeah.
Because there's just too much on there that we can't afford to think about
Right.
losing.
Right.
And I don't care if you buy it or not. I do have other people that are interested in it, so.
I'd need a motion.
Do we have someplace we can take money from?
I think we do this year, but I don't think we're going to next year.
Also, for a computer here, a desktop.
Oh, we talked about that, yeah.
Yeah,
We've
talked
tried
about,
from
what about some of these
We've tried
desktops?
from time to time to get a computer that was not, like, from the police department. They took all the hard drives out and had to destroy them.
yeah.
Bill's looked at these and said, it's not worth it. You can buy a desktop cheaper than you can put the hard drive in here and get it up to where we need it to be. But every time somebody is downsizing or moving or changing offices, I try to snag their desktop to just have it, just to have it here and not have things stored on the laptop. It's truly to use the laptop.
Well, you
for
wouldn't
just-
need it if you used that external hard drive.
Right, the only time I use a laptop is just from typing minutes at home and
Fine.
just bringing them in here.
Mary Beth had a brand new computer that was never put in service. It sat under her desk. I don't know
Yes,
what
it
happened.
has gone to somebody, and I can't remember who, but it did.
Did it?
Can't remember
went
who
upstairs,
It
didn't it?
went upstairs to somebody,
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Did it go to
Phyllis has it,
Phyllis?
that's right.
Yeah.
Thank you, Nancy.
I think the library was getting rid of some, and I tried to talk to Kevin about those, but those weren't gonna be an option. So, I mean, I keep trying repeatedly, but it'd be nice to just have a desktop here and not be lugging something back and forth, each time.
I wonder if we could get one from Entergy,
There's a thought.
because there's a lot of them they won't be
I
using.
can
they
call
won't
my
be
sister-in-law
using.
tomorrow. Tina.
Doesn't have to be fancy, I just need to be able to have Office on it so I can.
Oh, you could call.
I'll call somebody tomorrow.
Okay.
Excuse me for using my phone, I just want to make sure there's no message from Mr. Letty.
So we put that on the agenda for next meeting then?
I can do that.
The computer for next meeting on the agenda?
We could make a decision on it now.
Okay, but if you're gonna call Entergy,
Oh, that's for
You
the,
still want a laptop, though,
Yeah.
we need a laptop.
because she does a lot of
So
work
it'll
at
be two
home.
different ones.
Right. We're going to try to get a free desktop somewhere, but she's still,
Well, that would be him.
That's,
Sorry, folks. I don't know where it's gonna go. We might have to call him,
uh-oh.
What was
because I
that?
think it's
he
gonna
puts the
go.
wrong button.
Yeah,
Wait, didn't
this
I
is a
just-
different number. It doesn't ring
Oh.
directly into here. So if you get his number, you can call him right back.
Do you know what that number is?
I do, he gave it to you.
No.
I used to know what it was. but-
Yeah, because that's the number that I thought we were supposed to use. Okay, let's,
You can give my cell phone number, we can just put speaker on my cell
Yeah, are
phone.
you sure it was them calling in?
yeah.
Yeah,
How do you know?
because it's the time. You're supposed to call in.
Oh.
So do we need to make a motion to go to executive session?
I will make a motion once he's on the phone.
What is this Daniel Simon settlement?
Was a lawsuit.
Yeah. A police officer was injured on the job.
Are you all set? Hello?
Let's
see it right here.
Fourth of July holiday, I think they need to change that. Is that what she said?
yep.
Well, you know, they need to be independent.
Oh, shoot. Katrina, why don't, as a backup plan, I
You
can
know
be
how
at my
they call in,
office.
they just beep it once and it hangs up. That's what I was thinking.
That's his number. Let me see if you can, maybe I'm doing something wrong. Wouldn't be hugely surprising. But now,
Just picked up that
I'll just go see
one.
if I can.
Should be fine.
Yeah.
But that's not his office number you have. I mean, that's his office number you have, and it wasn't his office he was calling from, right?
Yeah, chocolate everywhere.
I know. That's, he says as a backup, that's the number to use.
And our offices will be closed. Please hold while I try that extension. Recording your message at the tone.
If it was him, he would call
Expect the
back.
message. Or
Send them an email, tell them we can't get through to them.
Now, are you calling his office? He's probably not calling the office.
He said he would be available at his office, and that's the number he gave.
I would think he'd hear the thing ring and answer it if it was him.
Well, she's
So
trying
what
to
is
do-
the number?
Well, when that thing rang, this one over here rang too, but I've never been able to get it to come through that way. We've always had to call somebody back. And this isn't set to go to voicemail, so it should have just kept ringing.
He should call back.
Hmm?
He should call back.
Everything's so.
That's what I said. If it was him, he'd call back because he didn't get through. He knows we're not going to answer the phone and hang up on him and then say, oh, well, never mind.
Yeah, we don't want to discuss it.
No.
Well, while she's trying to do that, can we, I'll make the motion that we authorize a computer for Katrina not to exceed, what, 300?
You weren't, I don't think you were listening.
No.
Chris has a brand new computer that she's willing
Oh,
to
I
sell
thought
to
you were
the
going
town.
to give Yeah, for 300.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm authorizing.
Okay, not to exceed 300.
Yeah. So,
You have to second it.
Can you say that?
second it.
I think you're going to have to say it louder because I don't think
Second.
anybody heard.
It's been moved and seconded to authorize the purchase of a computer for the select board chair.
Secretary.
I'm secretary, not to exceed
Do you have
$300.
Air Max?
Stop.
All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Had enough to say aye.
Abstain.
Aye, sorry. Oh, and I was supposed to say, Jeff's not going to be here tonight because he had brought his father to the hospital for a checkup, and he got a flat tire. So It
Plus
put him
Mark's.
way behind. And it's not the weather to have a flat tire in today.
Maybe if we're, while we're waiting for something to happen, maybe
Veronica,
Ronna could, talk about our community.
Yeah, that's what I was
news.
gonna
Sorry to
say
do
next.
this to you, Ronna.
Yeah, and then maybe,
And then if he calls, I'm
Heather
sorry,
after.
we'll have to interrupt in the middle
I'll
of
stop
it.
in mid-word,
yeah, she's good.
see if I can stop on a dime, I don't know.
And do excuse me if I look like I'm not paying attention, but I'm the only...
Used to people multitasking.
Well, I don't do that very well, but I just want to make
Thank you.
sure that I don't miss his email.
Thank you. I'm going to read from, because I'm nervous about talking extemporaneously, so I'm going to read from what I'm going to write in the first introduction, which will come out at the end of this month. Since moving to Vernon, I've heard a lot about what we used to have here, weekly movie nights for kids in the summers, weekly craft nights, and an active neighborhood watch in my neighborhood, and a community newsletter, which when
Newspaper.
Newspaper, okay, I'll write that down. When Chris laid it down, I did think about taking it up, but I wasn't ready. And recently I was talking with some friends and suggested that we start an e-newsletter, and Heather liked the idea, so I asked her to be my co-editor, and she agreed. I think I twisted her arm a little.
Good for you.
She was like, okay, if anybody says yes, I'll say, please be my co-editor. Even though we are starting it, the Vernon Community News belongs to everyone in Vernon. It's a free monthly community electronic newsletter. Someone may want to write a column on gardening or birding or the history of the town. Students in the elementary school, middle school, or high school are invited to write articles as well. You name it, it's possible. We will include announcements, and I just brought some of these, anybody who doesn't have one, I have plenty, to the snowmobile meeting, and the chair of that was excited about it. We've got about at least almost 10 subscribers so far. And I want lost and found, I want op-eds, classified ads. I may ask for a minimum of like $5 annual fee, and more. To me, this is just a seed that we can I hope it gives other people ideas for other things that we could do. I think things like the tax deadlines, when deadlines are due, town meeting announcements, I want it in this month and in February. Hunting season, things like that are very important to everybody in town. I want those. One of the subscribers sent me an email that said, can I write an article about VY's closing and how it's affecting my life? And also one about the breakfast with Santa. I said, please, yes, that's what we want. It's not it's not my newsletter or Heather's. But, caveat, we reserve the right to edit articles that are too long or have errors. I was an editor in my other life, and we reserve the right to refuse to publish offensive material. And that is kind of a big subject, and opinions expressed in op-eds are those of the authors, not of those of us who are volunteering to do this.
Yes.
We're looking forward to the way our community is going to be, starting with the first issue. And that's it.
I think it's wonderful.
Right.
I like it.
awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I really do.
You're kind of like my hero, because you did it for so long.
Okay, we will call you right back.
Thank you.
Thank you. You guys, if you want any,
Okay, we will call
if
you
you
in
have-
1 minute.
it's
We're
mostly
just
for
finishing
us
up
in
with one
town.
other item.
but if somebody's
Okay,
off
thank
at
you.
college, that's fine.
Okay.
How about
I hope
stories?
the library will have
Or people like
a page like
write
they did.
stories and stuff like Barbara.
Yeah. Or the historian's annual
Absolutely.
flower sale, the library's activities.
Vernon seniors and stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, that would be
Yeah,
wonderful.
Nancy, did you send it? No, Peggy, you sent it to the Vernon seniors?
You know, I sent out an email today about the historians meeting next Tuesday evening, and I did include the flyer with that, just to kind of help get the word out.
Everybody's
That's
been
wonderful.
positive,
Yeah.
you know, so, thank you.
Great.
Thank you.
That's it.
Okay.
You wanna do Heather?
Heather, we're going to go into executive session.
Right.
I'm sorry.
1 minute?
Okay, go ahead, 1 minute.
1 minute. February 5th, 2015, 6 o'clock. We will have our community visit informational meeting. The place is to be determined, so we've set up a date and we're moving forward and we'll keep you informed.
Thank you, Heather.
Thank you.
That was short but sweet. Thank you.
Thank you.
I didn't mean to put you off. I just,
No,
we
that's-
really
that's
didn't.
it. So
We're
it's,
paying
you
for
know,
his time.
February 5th, 6 o'clock.
All right,
Oh,
thank
6
you.
o'clock? Okay.
Okay, we're going to go into executive session to discuss the pending litigation regarding the Clinton Daniels versus Scott Simmons in the Town of Vernon lawsuit. I move that the board make a specific finding that premature public knowledge of discussion concerning the pending civil litigation in the lawsuit entitled Clinton Brian Daniels versus Scott Simmons in the Town of Vernon, in which the town is a party, would clearly place the Town of Vernon at a substantial disadvantage.
Second.
I move that the board enter into executive session pursuant to 1 VSA Section 313A1E to discuss the pending litigation in the lawsuit entitled Clinton Brian Daniels versus Scott Simmons in the Town of Vernon, as the premature public disclosure of which would clearly place the Town of Vernon at a substantial disadvantage. I also, we will stay in executive session with the Select Board and Attorney John Letty, who is our attorney through Vermont League of Cities and Towns. All those in favor, please signify by
second.
saying aye.
Aye.
Session at 7:02, come out at 7:20 with no action taken.
You want somebody to read that? Sandy, good.
No, they don't.
It's this one right here.
Madam Chair, I move that the board authorize its insurance carrier, Vermont Leagues of Cities and Towns, and Casualty Intermunicipal Fund, Incorporated, VLCTP, passive, to enter into a settlement of the Clinton Brian Daniels versus Scott Simons in the Town of Vernon lawsuit, provided that the town funds of any settlement shall not exceed the sum of $500.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded that the board authorize its insurance carrier, Vermont League of Cities and Towns, and Towns Property and Casualty Intermunicipal Fund Incorporation, VLCT, and Passive Incorporation, to enter into a settlement of the Clinton Brian Daniels versus Scott Simmons in the Town of Vernon lawsuit, provided that the town funds of any settlement shall not exceed the sum of $500. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Okay. Media.
Are we that far in? Wow.
I wondered if anyone really could offer a few more thoughts about Cookie and her service to the town. I thought I wanted to write something specifically about her and the time that she spent. I don't even know how long she was the driver.
She also was our mail person, too. She
For a lot of
delivered mail
years.
for many, many years.
She was also a
mine.
teacher.
She was a teacher.
If
That's
anybody
right.
has anything to add,
Farm
please.
days.
Ellen?
Yep.
Yeah, she did
the
farm
farm
days
days.
here in town for a lot of years, which was quite a fun
Yep.
time for everybody.
She's a historian of the seniors
Yes, she was the president of the seniors
when she died.
when she died.
Yep.
she and
Voices of the Past.
Voices of the Past,
She did that book.
Historian, man.
she and Ruth Tripp had.
That's the kind of stuff I was thinking about. I realized that she had a salary as the driver, but it wasn't a lot of money.
It wasn't a lot of money. She was very, very dedicated to the seniors in town. She would spend a lot of her own time
Yes.
figuring out, and money, figuring out a schedule for them, fun places for them to go. She would even sometimes travel the route to know the best way to take them to places they could stop on the way, how long it would take to get where they wanted to go and stuff. I mean, she put a lot of her own time and effort into seniors. She was very, very dedicated to them.
She also would take them to appointments
In her car.
in her own car.
Yeah.
With no mileage, no money, no nothing. She did it on her own.
She grew up in town and her family was just like her.
Yes.
Anybody have any idea how long she drove?
Yep, I do. I think she began in 1987, maybe 86.
That's tried and true.
1986.
And then she took a brief time off.
She did take a brief time off.
Took a brief time off. I would say less than a year. She at first co-drove with Ty Bruce, and then, like I said, took a little bit of time off. I don't think it was even a year, but and then I went back to it. Yep. So, 86, 87, something like that. And it could have been even before that, but I'm not sure.
And in the last year was instrumental in helping the seniors to formulate the bus ticket system. Worked with the Girl Scouts 2 years ago to put together a terrific video about the town bus, not the senior bus, the town bus, and where they could go, what they could do, what sorts of activities and services they could provide. Decided after the budget cuts of last year that they needed a system where people would have to pay for their rides, and so she got a bus ticket system together.
And she also formulated many fundraising events so that the seniors could continue to take their trips, but it wouldn't be a burden on the town. And she really took charge on all of that and really stepped up to the plate and was an inspiration to many people in town.
And I think she drove Barb around when she made that film, didn't she?
Oh, yeah. She used to do those special trips to every store. I think the thing that sticks in my mind from interviewing her was her no-nonsense.
That was definitely her. She was
Yes.
she was a
tenacity,
tough
for sure.
lady. And you say it the way it is, and that's all there is to it.
And she was like that up to the end, because you go to visit her and she would write you directions.
Yeah.
Very
She was
clear
very
directions.
Yeah, she was very meticulous about.
It was awesome.
And the cleanliness of the van.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
The mechanics of it, everything. She was really right on top of everything.
She was a special lady, and she's going to be sorely missed in this town.
Definitely.
I wish there were more like her around.
As I said to somebody earlier, big personality.
Yes.
In a good way.
One other thing I wanted to check, I guess I had expected or hoped that the Entergy agreement would be on tonight. Is not ready yet?
They just sent it in. I have the draft. I just got it today, so we all have to look at it. I'm going to send it on electronically to the other members of the board, and we can all look at it. I have to have the attorney check it out, too. So it will be ready to be signed next week.
You having a special meeting?
Oh, next meeting.
When is our next meeting? 19th? 19th, yeah. Yeah, also, I'm having an EOC meeting too on the 15th. So those that are a part of the EOC.
On the 15th?
On the 15th, please, at 6:30. We'll start at 6:30. I'm going to teach everybody how to sound the alarm, the siren.
Oh, boy.
And also, we're going to have some training in doing RAD officer and your job, transportation. I just want to, because we do have a new member, I want to be sure that he is up to take over if somebody can't come, because we are going to start, I think it starts in February. We'll have, going to have some drills. And I want everybody to be ready. Also, Mark Gilmore came down. I've been putting together everybody a file folder of their job.
Great.
So you won't have a great big thing to have to try to look through and
I
find.
already have them, it's just my
binder.
job.
I don't.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, is that all you have? You didn't have the great big book? Okay. Well, now everybody's going to have a little book of their own, but it's going to be their IP, nothing more. Also, I'd like to have a meeting with the Select Board, because the Select Board is very crucial to emergencies and stuff like that. Even though BY is out, we will be practicing and doing drills for a while. But then we're going to be trained in all hazards after that. So
I attended the drill up in Bellows Falls or wherever, Rockingham.
yeah.
I was very impressed with it.
Oh yes,
it is
you and
pretty-
Dan,
it is amazing.
Denny went up,
And
didn't you?
Zach.
Yeah. And who?
Exactly.
Oh, did you? Oh,
Yep.
good. Yeah. So I mean, just I don't know who's going to take over after I'm gone, but I'd like to see it up and running smoothly. But everybody will. It's going to be cool. It's going to be good.
Okay,
Do we should need to talk about the budget?
I was just going to say that
sorry.
next. Is everybody available to do a budget meeting on Wednesday?
This Wednesday? What time?
I was
It doesn't
thinking like
matter to me.
9.
Okay.
Do you have to go that early?
Okay, 10.
Okay. I don't care. 9's fine. I'm up at 5.
The earlier we go, the earlier we get out.
Yeah.
Yes.
That would be better.
Doesn't matter. I'm just joking.
Now, the auditors are here today and tomorrow, so we'll
So
have... a little
9
bit
on,
Wednesday.
Okay.
9 o'clock on what? This Wednesday? Yep, okay.
Katrina, could you warn it, please?
This is a budget work session?
Yes. Yes, and also we have to do articles. We have to start working on them too, because, and anybody that has articles need to get them into us, because we only have until the 20th.
And you can take... turns.
Articles are due by January 20th.
Right, which I believe is a holiday. David, did you have articles this year?
It was on paperwork.
Okay.
When I did my budget.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Oh, yes, they are. Absolutely, they are. I remember that. The 20th is a holiday?
Martin Luther King Day.
Well, I know what it is, but
Did
I'm...
you send us something
I
about
thought it
what
was
the date
on
actually was,
Monday.
Katrina?
It is the
Yeah,
20th,
Monday.
because the 19th is a holiday.
Right.
Yeah.
They're
I
due
know
on the
we're
20th.
meeting on the 19th, right? All right. So we can, end them then, but we should maybe work on them on Wednesday as well.
That was my plan.
Yeah, okay.
But if someone wants to petition one, they have until 5 o'clock on the 20th to
Right.
get it
Yes, they
in.
do.
To get it in.
Yes, they do.
All right, I think that's all the business for today. Motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to adjourn this meeting. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye.
Thank you.
I did